Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the kitchen. Welcome back to what was on sale at the grocery store today. This ham. 2.5 kilos of ham, bone-in ham, $8. $8 Canadian. So, not sure when this video is going to come out. End of March, maybe even the beginning of April. It is now the second week of January. I often cook a whole bunch of stuff to get ahead. I've got a couple of projects going in the hangar with the airplane, so I need to have March and April off. So I'm cooking way ahead. So just after Christmas, just after Julie and I got home from New Year's, hams were on sale at the grocery store. Big bunker of hams. So we picked this one up, and today we're going to make a scalloped potato and ham casserole. So in this pot, I am melting some bacon fat, and I'm going to make a roux. So in goes some flour. Now, I'm just going to whisk this up, the flour and the fat. We're making a roux. Really simple, really simple. To this, I'm going to add some dried mustard powder, and we'll whisk that in. And in goes the milk. So we're having ham and scalloped potatoes, and we were both sort of sitting there and we laughed. Wouldn't it be great if we made a ham and scalloped potato casserole? Wouldn't that be fantastic? Of course, the first thing you do is you pull out your laptop and you look it up, and it's already been done. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. There is nothing new under the sun in terms of recipes. So this is some heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to cook this and whisk it now until it starts to thicken up a little bit. I'm also going to add some salt and pepper. The mustard will add quite a really nice taste. I'm going to be adding cheese, so technically, if you want to be a real stickler about it, it's a gratin because it has cheese. But most people are just going to call this scalloped potato bake. It just kind of brings into focus that there is nothing new under the sun. Every time I see something where someone says that, you know, they've invented this new recipe, 15, 20 minutes in the old cookbooks from the early 1900s back to the 1700s, and you see that everything has already been done. People make small tweaks. Definitely, they might make an improvement. They might add a newer ingredient into the mix, make a little bit of a change. But for the most part, almost every recipe at this point is almost set in stone. And since kind of the 1950s, that set in stone thing has become really set in stone. So I've got some potatoes here. Haven't peeled them. I've sliced them up. I've just got them in water to keep them from going brown between the time I did the mise en place and now. So I'm going to drain that out. Okay, and a big bowl. So I'm going to put the potatoes in the bowl. I've got some sliced up onions. They're going to go in. Come back and check on the sauce. Starting to thicken just a little bit. I'm going to put some thyme in with the potatoes. If I seem a little distracted, there is a raging windstorm outside. I'm kind of half expecting something to come through the window. Cold, cold, cold and windy here today. Okay, so just give that a little bit of a mix. I've got frozen peas and I've taken some of this ham off and I've chopped it up. We're going to mix that into the pan that we're cooking it in. First, let's make sure that this sauce is going. I think the sauce is just about right. You don't want it fully thickened, but you want it on its way. It will fully thicken and complete cooking in the oven. Looks pretty good. So take that off the heat. Okay, so I'm going to mix the sauce with the potatoes and the onions. Get them fully coated. Pour about that much in. Mix it around. This can get kind of messy. Make sure you've got a big enough bowl. A little more sauce. I'm going to cook it in this Le Creuset cast iron. I'm going to put a little bit of sauce in the bottom. Spread that around. Sprinkle in some peas. Sprinkle in some ham. Layer of potatoes. Some cheddar cheese. Some pizza mozzarella, because it melts really nicely. More peas. And more ham. You get the idea, right? Layers. So, another layer of potatoes. I could probably just end it now with the potatoes. Get them everywhere. More peas. More ham. Some more cheese. A little more cheddar. Right up to the edge. And then the last of that sauce. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on this, stick it in the oven. 350, 375 is probably a good temperature. I'm going to let it go for about half an hour. At that point, I'll test it, test the potatoes, see how well done they are. If they're soft enough or just almost cooked, I'll take the lid off and then I'll cook it for another 15, 20 minutes till at the top brown.
Hey, the potatoes are done. Hey, friends. Hey, Glen.
Potatoes and ham.
Potatoes and ham.
A little bit of pea.
Everything we dreamed of.
Yes. That, has already been done by.
Yeah. It was a bit of a disappointment when he told me,
Nothing's new.
Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, how many variations can you have in putting these things together? A lot, but still, it's
the ham really makes the potatoes pop. Because the ham cooks into the sauce and it gives that, oh, it was really good. Why did it take us so long to think of it?
That was really good.
Mm-hmm. Because we always eat ham beside the potatoes.
And you always put them on top because they went so well together.
Yeah, so.
Now you just throw it in.
Okay, so we're late to the party. I'm sure that you all do this already. Let us know down below what you put in your ham, potatoes, au gratin, casserole bake.
And then even then, I thought it was going to be layers of ham on the bottom. I didn't think it was going to be all chopped up. I thought it'd be like a layer or
Slices.
within it.
Slices.
Yeah.
I thought about slices, and I thought this would be easier to serve.
Probably.
Anyway, let us know what you think. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.